We're about to flip the calendar into October. Fall's coming, right? Well, no. Temperatures will still be into the 90s as we make our way through this week, likely this weekend, and going into next week as well. We just can't shake this late summer pattern across our area, even though it's officially fall. We may see a few more clouds as we head toward the weekend. There will be a tropical system in the Gulf of Mexico. How much of that moisture gets to Texas, that's very iffy at this point. So I'm going to keep it dry as of now. And then more 90s are still possible as we head into next week. So yep, keep the shorts and t-shirts out. Summer in October is on the way. As you can see, it is clear as a bell here across the Lone Star State. Hardly a cloud in the sky anywhere in Texas. And of course, all eyes have been on the tropics. We did have Helene create all the havoc across the southeastern U.S., still doing so. We had Isaac in the northern parts of the Atlantic. Joyce formed as well over the weekend. That's already starting to die. And now we have Kirk, which will likely be a major hurricane, but stay out over the Atlantic as well. Right now, we have the Gulf of Mexico quiet. However, as you head down off the Central America coastline, you can see that we do have some showers and thunderstorms here. Those will eventually start to work their way off toward the northwest, across the Yucatan Peninsula and the western tip of Cuba, and into the Gulf of Mexico. Right now, there's a 40% chance of tropical development associated with that. Just something to keep an eye on at this point. Right now, most models, even if something does develop, keeps it east of Texas. Then out into the open Atlantic, and we're talking way out in the open Atlantic. This is Hurricane Kirk. This is what's remaining of Joyce here. Kirk will become a major hurricane, but it will likely start to spin its way farther to the northwest, and that means staying out over the open Atlantic and just being a fish storm, which is good news there. So for tonight, temperatures will make their way down into the low to mid 60s for us. We'll go out 61 in Waco, 66 Killeen, and 64 in Temple. Bryan College Station around 68 degrees. Then tomorrow, highs into the low to mid 90s. Yeah, that's way above normal for this time of year. It's not even unheard of to hit 100 this time of year. At least we don't have any of those in the forecast, but it's still hot. 94 degrees on Tuesday, 92 on Wednesday, 93 Thursday. Yeah, you can get the general trend here. We're keeping those 90s with lows in the 60s through the weekend, going into next week. There are one or two models that try to kick out a couple of showers and thunderstorms on Saturday, but as of right now, those are not the majority. So we will leave it out of the forecast. And looking at the Brazos Valley, 94 degrees for your Tuesday, 93 Wednesday, staying hot into the weekend. Right now, we'll keep it dry as well. The highs in the lower 90s, lows in the upper 60s and low 70s, and more 90s are possible as we head into next week.